The microphone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, under the lights.
Yeah. And we back. Welcome back to Under the Lights. I'm your host, Big Mike, and I got my guy Jordan with me today. What's up, boy?
What's up? What we getting into? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I know you're a little pressed for time today, but I appreciate you coming on, my guy.
Every time, man, I'm ready to do it. No matter where we are, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
I already know, man.
That's what it's about.
I already know, man. I already know. You know it's always much love, man. Appreciate you, man. So, FIBA and everything been going on. We got basketball in the summer. We got football about to start. So we really about to start really cooking again. You understand what I mean? With the sports talk for real. It's gonna be more damn near every day or every other day, and we're gonna get busy, right? So,
yep.
But the first thing I want to talk about, bro, I want to talk about something that resurfaced online the other day. I seen resurface online. And it's about transgenders in sports, and when we're talking transgenders in sports, obviously we talking about men transitioning to women and wanting to be involved in women's sports, and so I'm a speak on it for a second, you know what I'm saying, and you can let me know what you feel about the shit, and then we can just go from there. So,
yeah.
Transgenders in sports. Okay. Well, it's a swimmer by the name of Leah Thomas, formerly known as William Thomas. Okay. Started taking the hormone pills back in 2019 to start the transition from a man to a woman. Now, understand this, bro. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but it's hard for me to call somebody a she and they got a whole dick in their pants. It's hard for me to do that. Okay. So, I'm just gonna call it Leah because that's his name now. He's got his name changed. And I'm gonna just call him Leah. Okay, so Leah was on the swim team at University of Pennsylvania. Swimmed on the male team for 3 years, so I told you back in 2019 he started taking the pills and all of that. So for 2022 he was on the women's team for the 2022 season. Now get this, with the men. He was ranked 65th in men's, okay? He jumped all the way to first in the women's in the 500 freestyle, the women's 500 freestyle. And also in men's, he was 554th in the men's category, and he jumped all the way to 5th in the women's 200-yard freestyle. So you jumped 64 spots in one category and 499 spots in the other. Damn, you that good? No, you're not that good. It's because he's a fucking man and not a goddamn woman. Listen, man. This motherfucker won a national title for women's swimming. Let that shit sink in. He won a national title for women's swimming. Bro, do you know how hard? Listen, I know, Jordan, I know you don't swim. I swim. I'm not telling you I'm Michael Phelps or none of that shit. I can go out there and break records. I'm not saying that. But all of the events that they do, I can do all of that shit in the pool. I can do that shit. Now they'll blow me out the water. I never been on the swim team, none of that shit, but I can do it. I will never break a record, but I can do this shit. Bro, that's tons and tons and tons of thousands of tons of water in a pool. Do you know how hard it is to swim? You know how strong your wings got to be on your body to make yourself move forward into this tons and tons of gallons of water pool? That shit tough, man. And you got women out here, bro. You got women out here that been doing this shit their whole life. This motherfucker, he got a whole dick. And you out there with the women winning national titles and shit. Just think of all the women that been doing this shit their whole life, bro. Like these little girls been swimming since single digit age, man. And you go, so single digit, they want the top spot. Bro, females are competitive just like men. And the females don't get paid like the men. Look at the WNBA. They ain't getting paid shit compared to the men. These niggas can go out here and play one game, and that's their whole salary that's the female salary for the whole year. And these women out here busting their ass. And you gonna do what you do to try to get into the women's shit and take over and kill their joy, all the hard work they didn't put in? I don't agree with that shit. Just imagine being a female, right? Just imagine being a female and you in the locker room with your female girls all your life. And now all of a sudden you got a man in the locker room portraying to be a woman. He got a whole fucking dick. You know what that's going to do to them mentally? They ain't seen that before. It's like a man portraying to be a woman. He in there with us. He got his whole shit out. Or portraying to be a woman. The reports was they had to change, and some of the chicks had to change in the janitor room. In the janitor room with mop buckets and trash cans and bleach and shit. Because he in the goddamn locker room and Leah thinks he's a fucking woman. He truly thinks he's all woman. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this whole transgender, transition into a woman, it's only going to continue to grow. It's only going to continue to grow and allowing transgenders to truly think that they are all woman. So it's gonna keep getting more and more and more. It's gonna continue to grow. They all gonna think they women and they're not. So what that does is when a natural female speaks on that shit and they speak their piece on it, they think that they can put their hands on that woman physically, just like they did Riley Grimes. Riley Grimes is a former Kentucky swimmer. That's your school. That's who you like, Big Blue Nation. She's a dog. Riley Gaines, dog. She did a speech about protecting women's sports at San Francisco State University, basically saying biological men should not be able to compete in biological women's sports. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't be able to. They should not. You know what I'm saying? And there were some protesters out there, some transgender rights protesters. You know, they think they women. They want to speak their piece, but instead of speaking their piece, they thought since they think they're women, they could put their hands on Riley Gaines physically. And they did that. Okay? So just imagine you a woman and you getting beat up on by somebody that think they a fucking woman. Just imagine if that's your fucking daughter. I don't want my daughter going through that shit. I don't want my daughter seeing or going through that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
you heard about the UFC fighter, though, right? The UFC fighter?
We'll get to that. Hold on just a second, real quick. The International Swim Federation, okay, they adopted a new policy basically saying if you transition before the age of 12, then you can compete. If you're a boy and you transition from the age before the age of 12, you can compete with the women. That's the new policy that they adopted. That's what I'm reading. Maybe I know I can comprehend well. I'm gonna tell you what that's gonna do, bro. I'm gonna tell you what that's gonna do. What that's gonna do is that's gonna have people start having their kids transition before the age of 12. I hope not, but watch what I tell you. Look at the way the world is going now. Look at where we at in the world. You already got little girls and look, you got little boys, parents allowing their little boys to parade around here in dresses, lashes, motherfucking weave, getting their hair done like females, nails done, feet done, all of this type of shit. And they buying them dresses, buying these female clothes, and allowing them to parade around as if they're not a young boy, or allowing these little girls to parade around as if they're not a young lady. They doing that shit. And listen, you got motherfuckers that want to classify themselves as they not male or female. So you're not male or, so what the fuck are you? You got a dick, what are you? You got a pussy, what are you? You know what I'm saying? And then you got, you know, what is it? The LP, LD, LBG, what is it? The LG, I don't know, I don't want to mess it up. The what? L what?
LGBTQ.
LGBTQ. What the fuck is Q? What's Q? What is Q?
I don't know, man.
LGBT. What is that? What is queer? Is that what it's for?
This guy, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm saying if that's what it's for, then what is the? I thought the G was for that. Whatever.
LGBT. And then, yeah, LGBT. LGBT. But then there's LGBTQ, and then I, intersex. Q is queer. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay. Q means queer. But so queer means gay. So queer means gay. But G is that's for gay. That also means they might as well put the whole alphabet in the motherfucker. Right? A to Z. Just put the whole alphabet in the bitch.
Queer/questioning, and then I for intersex.
For what?
Intersex.
Okay. You see, but that's what I'm saying. You see, and see, you know who I blame? I blame society, bro. I'm serious. I blame society because everybody accepting the shit. Like I said, you got little boys acting like girls, little girls wanting to be boys. Understand this, bro. When it comes to this sports shit, remember I told you, I coached Little League football. And I'm going to reiterate it to you again, man. Whatever you want to call it, dogs, we was that. Wolves, gorillas, nigga, we was that, bro. You ask anybody where I'm telling you, we was that. And you know me, I was the defensive coach. I'm the defensive coach. Now, and we played in the league to where we was in the city where all of the real talent is at. We weren't playing on the outskirts. We playing in the inner city where the best talented players are at, okay? And on some of those teams, you'll have a girl on the team. She might be fast. You know what I mean? She might be a little, some people are oversized for their age. And that little girl might have brothers and shit like that, so she running around in the field or at home or whatever the case may be. She playing basketball and football with her brothers. Their parents think she tough and all of that shit. They want to put them in football. Let me tell you what I tell my players. When that little girl get out there on that field on the other side, first things first, we ain't got no friends on this football field at all. Unless they got our jersey on, it don't even matter. I don't care if that's your mama or your grandma in a wheelchair. When we approach that football field, everybody is victims. And if that little girl get that ball, you will treat her as a man. Fast, fart, smart, and physical. I said fart. Fast, smart, and physical. We will be fast to the ball. You will be smart when you break down and make that tackle. And when you make that tackle, you will be physical. And keep your feet moving until that person hits the ground. And they will go down hard. I don't care male or female. Because what's not gonna happen is this little girl come out here and she run all over us, whatever the case may be. She already got her uncles and aunties all on the side and everything else. They got a whole fleet of people because this little girl is out here. And these last few weeks, she done scored 4 or 5 touchdowns. Not today. And when you watch it, you see the little boys out there. They don't really want to hit the little girl like that. Let me tell you what. My team, my defense, she getting popped. She getting laid out. Laid out. She is a man.
Yeah, she should.
She is a man.
An opponent.
Yes.
An opponent.
So
whether or not girl, boy, doesn't matter. Opponent. It's a thing. It's on the pitch.
So that's
Don't
what I'm
discriminate.
right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, no biological male should be in women's sports. You a man, bro, and you taking their shine. I would love to see a motherfucker from the NBA. I ain't even gonna say a super huge big time player. I'm gonna use go to the Pistons, right? Isaiah Stewart with the dreads, big dog, young man wanted to fight LeBron. Remember that? Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. Let's just say for instance, for an example. For example, people, people at home like to hear what they want to hear and run with the shit. But the good thing about that is I control this shit and can't nobody, flip my words because I'm the one who do everything, the editing and all of that shit. And I don't edit shit out. So anyway, Isaiah Stewart, let's just say he said, you know what? I want to start transitioning to a woman. It's 2023. I'm going to start taking these pills. And in 2025, I think I'm woman enough to go to the WNBA. Isaiah Stewart would he would be LeBron James. You understand? He would be LeBron freaking James in the WNBA. And that's not right. That's not right. Let the women have their shine. Let them work hard and compete against naturally born women. You know what I'm saying? And if they run into a naturally born woman, everybody is not completed equal. You got everybody can't jump like LeBron. Niggas can't shoot like Steph. Everybody, all the men in the world can't swim like Michael Phelps. So let the female, if a female runs into a female and she's just more gifted, what if we run into a LeBron of swimming? Okay, she's a natural born female. You got to work hard and try to get with that. You got to try to beat that. But don't let it be no fucking man coming here trying to take over their sport. He jumped 64 spots for over almost 500 spots, and now he the man. And he winning national titles, and y'all gonna crown this motherfucker. Hell no.
But that's what it's gonna take, though, I think, because as you see the UFC woman that came and beat the blocks off the girl.
Yep.
Like eventually when something bad, say something critically happens to the girl, that's when someone's gonna be like, this isn't fair. You can't do this.
Yes.
You know, like, and I think it's gonna take something like that, because then there's gonna be a player that is like as you said, if LeBron James decides he wants to be a girl now,
right.
My God.
No, we ain't even gonna use LeBron. No. We ain't even gonna use LeBron. Because he's a different specimen. We gonna use a lower tier player, and them just letting you know, like that's how much of an advantage that he would still have. He'd go there, look like LeBron James.
Yeah, and then they're gonna complain about that. There's also a Canadian soccer player girl, Rebecca Quinn. She went to Duke University. She transitioned from a man to a girl, but on the man side, she wasn't like. No,
she wasn't that. She wasn't that.
She went over to the women's side, and now
superstar.
She's on the Canadian national.
Yeah, man. That's not. Nah, bro. That's flat out.
What I'm saying? Now, that may take away from someone or someone's daughter that is good and may take away a spot from her. I don't know whether they can make a sport for those specific people. Like for them, I don't want to act like that.
No. They was talking about that. I kept reading, and they said the International Swim Federation is they might have an open like an open category. So if you want to compete, you go to the open category.
Yeah.
But this men's is biological men, and in the women is biological women. I don't know if we're gonna see any biological women trying to transition to men's sports. I don't know. Have we seen that yet? I don't know if you want to go to football and think you're gonna just be you're gonna turn into goddamn Ray Lewis. You know what I'm saying? I know. Absolutely not. But these men trying to transition to women, nah, man. That's flat out cheating. And he wasn't that. And like I said, look at the ranking. He was almost 600th in his own and almost 100th in his own sport. And with the men, he just trying to, no, hell no. I don't agree with that shit. Not at all.
I mean, it's just like even when Serena Williams played one of like the lowest ranked tennis players, and she got beat.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not comparable like a man and a woman. So
no, it's not.
It's just not.
It's not singing.
Like, yeah, you can't compete with the men.
No.
You can't compete with the men. It's not the same. So it's just going to take someone who's at that level, then they're going to dominate that sport for women, and they're going to be like, okay, it can't happen.
It's happening now. Bro, it's happening now. You don't think going from 554th to 4th and from 65th to 1st is not fucking dominant? That's domination. And if they let him continue to do that, it's going to continue to be domination. He truly believes he is a woman. And on top of that, on campus, when he first started this, he had a mentor that was also a transgender. A mentor. And that's when so he seen that the mentor was backing him, and that's when he went to his parents and let his parents know. And they was okay with it. His mother gave him the name. Leah gave him the name. So they going with it too. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, look at this shit. Look at where the world is going, man. I hope we don't have no little 9, 10-year-olds. They got the parents out here letting them try to transition. Because they, like I said, I'm not a boy. I'm not a girl. What are you, baby? What are you? You 8, 9, 10 years old, 11 years. What are you? Come on now. So
for me personally, I don't think at that young age you can be deciding what you are. I don't think you are what you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
At that age, I'm not giving my kid the opportunity. They don't know nothing about anything yet. 8 years old, 9 years old. What are we talking about?
Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's that for me. Like, it's topic, people get sensitive and all that.
Do me a favor. You on Bluetooth? If you're on Bluetooth, how about Bluetooth?
Popping on.
Okay. Now.
Hello.
Yeah, we good. So, that's all I had to say about that. You got anything else you want to say about that? That shit really pisses me off, man.
No, I don't have nothing else to say about that.
Okay, so moving on, right? Moving on. Now, this is the funny shit. USA men's track star who won the gold medal in the 100-meter dash, Noah Lyles. He has something to say. Yeah. He has something to say about NBA players winning championships and world titles and shit like that. So I'm gonna play you this right now, and I want you to let me know what you think about it. You know what I mean? Whether you agree or you don't agree. Here it is.
The thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times. But that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
Okay, Jordan, I want to hear you first. And I think I know where you're going to go with it. You know what I'm saying? You're a professional soccer player and been around the world, all of that shit. You know what I mean? So, do you agree with Noah Lyles that NBA players are not world champions?
Okay.
Let me hear.
All right. So, technically, he's not wrong.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Technically, he's not wrong at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's not wrong. Simple. That's my answer. He's not wrong.
Okay.
It's true. The only thing, the NBA is obviously the best league in the world, right?
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you are the world champion. So now, how you become a world champion is similar to how they play there in soccer. Is what I think they should do. The NBA bodies around the world. Every champion from each continent should play in a tournament similar to what the European, the soccer did. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you win that, then you can become the world champion of whatever club. The club, it's like a club World Cup. So that would be the club World Cup of basketball, and then you would be able to call a world champion, right? So it's like in Europe, right? For soccer, if just because all the main, a lot of the best players play in England, that doesn't mean they should be we're the world champions. They're called the English Premier League champions.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but in America, it's a bit different. They think they're the best, so they say in the world. No matter what, they think they're the best league in the world, so they can say it's the best. It's the best. The world champion. That's why they can say that.
Right.
And technically, it's not wrong because in track you have to compete against people from around the world at all the times. But what people don't really say is that how do you not know that pretty much all the best times are coming from the American athletes.
Right.
And when they go to the world champion, it's like they're running against people that don't even have the better times against players that athletes that they run against in America.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they don't really say that. But anyway, you're still not competing against everyone in the entire world. So I get what he's saying, and what I think they should do is they should do that in the NBA in order to change that and say, so now that this NBA team won the world thing, now they are the world champions of, whatever it is that they would call it. I think that's what they should do. So to be honest, technically he's not wrong. And that's pretty much
okay.
all I have to say about that, to be honest.
Okay, so
not much more to it.
Okay, so you said you think they should do it a different way, like they do the World Cup. So are you saying What about the finals?
No, it's not the World Cup. It's not the World Cup, Philly.
No, I'm saying no. I'm saying like they do the World Cup. They should play, other teams across the country, across the world. So many teams or whoever, and then they can call themselves world champions. But my question to you is this: what about the NBA Finals? Did we just do away with that?
What do you mean?
I'm saying you got to have the NBA Finals. You got to have the NBA Finals as well. So in order for that to happen, that would have to be
NBA Finals. It's the NBA champion.
Yeah, but they're not. Those other teams across the world, they're not in the NBA. You can't. So if they,
Philly. Big Mike, you got listen. NBA is the NBA champion.
Right.
Stay in Canada. That'll be North America. So stay in Africa.
Jordan, I get all of that. Listen, baby. Champion. I get all of that. I'm saying. So you basically saying the NBA Finals should be the NBA whoever the last man standing versus teams from across the world, or should have a whole bracket with the NBA teams and the international teams across the world. Is that what you're saying?
No. It's just the NBA spot. The team that wins. So similar in Europe. They have Champions League. Mm-hmm. The team that wins the Champions League, they represent Europe. Okay? Then you have a team that represents North America.
Okay.
You have a team that represents Asia.
So you're saying after the finals? After whoever wins the finals?
So it's not after the finals. It's like months later or something, whenever there's going to obviously have to make sure the time align, and then everyone is, they're all not playing, and then they have that tournament.
Yeah, but that ain't going to that would never happen, though, bro, because they got to rest. I can see if they shorten the season.
It's only like 4 games. It's only like 4 games.
What if they, man, but after a 7-game, nah, that ain't going to happen, man.
It's not a 7-game series. It's like one game.
What I'm saying is, after a 7-game series, in the NBA Finals, what if they go 7 games, hard fought? You think they want to go play 4 more?
They're not going to play right after that, though, please. What I'm saying they're going to have to come with a date, because right after the European Championship, when they win it, they don't play right after. They don't play that Club World Cup until months later or whatever it is, and then they have their Club World Cup, and then they schedule their other games, like if they miss games, like it's in between the season, or it's like after.
Okay, so you're saying
right after.
So the finals is over in June. You saying between June and October they should have those 4 games. That's what you're saying.
They should find a time when all the continents, whoever won in all the other continents, they find a time when they can do it. You understand, for that, and then they can say they're world champion. But that's why it's not like that's easy, because it's not like they're taking stuff from the European leagues anyway. Look what they're doing now. So It's not like they're not doing that.
Okay.
They're doing that right now. We had this talk the other day.
We did, but let's not act like y'all don't take stuff from American players as well. I could have swore I seen your boy Porzingis, Kristaps Porzingis, that's you and your homeboys call him. Then he had braids to the back of his head. He wanted to be like niggas in the NBA. I could have swore I seen Jokic in the Carmelo Anthony jersey. Not Austin Reeves, but Luka. I know he looked up to a bunch of players. Don't act like they ain't taking stuff from us too.
I'm not. Why is it that's what you got to think that I'm talking about?
No, I'm just saying. You say we copying off of y'all. Well, y'all copy our shit too.
Who copies what?
International players. We may be like you said, when we talked about them doing the in-season tournament, they doing it like how the World Cup does theirs. And you said we already copying off how the international players do their shit. And I'm just really saying, the international players copy off of us too. Then Shea Gilgeous, then he ain't even like LeBron. Because he was too athletic. He a Kobe guy. So he wanted to be like Kobe. So y'all trying to be like American players too.
Who copy? I'm talking about a format.
I get it, but I get it. But I got to stick my shit in there too. I got to talk my shit too. I'm just talking shit, man. Go ahead.
But what I'm saying.
No, I feel you though. I feel you. I feel what you're saying. Peep this though. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I'm not hung up on it. I could really care less. And understand this. I promise you, this ain't the first time somebody has spoken about this. Greg Popovich spoke about this. This was back in I can't remember the year. It was like 2011, 12, or somewhere around there, bro. He said it himself. He said that he don't understand why there's world champion attached. In so many words, why there's world champion attached to the NBA players. I mean, listen, man, listen. This is a prime example of people hearing what they want to hear, taking it and running with the shit. Just taking it and running with the shit.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
No, it's not big. Because if you look at how all the NBA players responded, look at how all the NBA players responded on Twitter, or they call it X now, whatever the case may be, just on social media. They saying he crazy. You know, you got motherfuckers talking crazy about him. You heard Drake say you thought you was going to say something nice, and now they don't like you, blah, 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 blah. Bro, at the end of the day, shit, the NBA, that's in the American League. You know what I'm saying? They're not going against, when the Lakers or the Warriors or whoever go to the finals, they're not playing against Russia, Slovenia, goddamn Brazil and Spain and shit. You playing against another American team. Now, that go for all sports. So if he feels like this, they go for the NBA, NFL, MLB, even though there's a ton of international players in the MLB, but it's on American soil. You know what I'm saying? They're not playing.
The MLB is the same thing, though.
No,
MLB is the same thing. It's not the world.
It's not the world. No, that's what I'm saying. Like when they say World Series, I mean, listen, I get it. Technically, I get it, but I'm not hung up. He's not wrong. Noah Lyles is not wrong. Like I said, I'm not going to look at it, go to the store, and, my Philadelphia Eagles won a championship, and that motherfucker says world champions. I'm not like, that's not the world. Or if I was to go and it just said Eagles, NFL Super Bowl champions, I'm not about to be like, well, how come it don't say world champions? That shit just a title. Yeah. Now the niggas who play like right now, niggas in the Olympics, dude, this is FIBA, but I'm talking about, the Olympics, 2000, 04, 08, 2012, that type of shit. You are world champions. You're world champions. But the NBA players in the NBA, that's just the facts. Are they the best players in the world? Absolutely. But it's on American soil, man. So the dude ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing wrong to me. He out there running track again, and he might be in lane 1. To lane 2 might be Jamaica. Lane 3's Canada. Lane 4's Czechoslovakia, Russia, and Spain. All of this shit, man. China. He's going against the world, and he ain't running no one race. They got to do.
And then he had to beat the people in America to get to that point. Too, you know what I'm saying? Like he had to be the best in his country. So then, literally, it is the world.
Yes.
So now you play the best people. So if you are the best, you have the best country and the best sprinters. So Jamaica, they have the best sprinters. Mm-hmm. They got to beat the people from their own, and then they got to go against the people from around the world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's why
that's why it's a world thing. So even if you say, most of the players play the best here, but it's like, okay, you won in that. Now you go win. Now go play against the best team in Europe.
Right.
Now go play against the best team in Africa.
Right.
Now go play against the best team in Asia.
Right.
Or, and then you're like, now we are the best club in the world.
Yep. I think like you said, play the best. I think, play the best. You know what? Here's another thing. Let's just say that the NBA wanted to expand. Let's just say, for example, they wanted to expand. They say, you know what? We want to add, 10 teams. We want to add 10 international teams of the top international teams. And I'm talking Canada, all of Spain. I don't know where Spain is at now, but remember Spain with the Gasol brothers used to be lit. You know what I'm saying? Argentina, whatever the case, whoever the top 10 teams are, okay? If they were to become, involved in the NBA in the regular season, which I know they're not, you know what I'm saying? But let's just say, then you could call yourself a world champion. I think so. But it would be better if they did it the way kind of how you explained it. Take the best team from each continent, whatever the case, even if you got 3 teams that's super nice like that, well, them 3 teams need to be in this fucking shit, in this tournament, whatever the case may be, from each continent, and then go play them 4, 5, 6 games. You win. So now you the NBA champions, and now you also the world champions. So listen, man, Noah Brown, he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong at all. People just taking what they want to hear and just running them out with the shit, man. You can't do that shit. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's not that. I don't think he's technically not wrong, and
he's not, bro.
It's not
technically. It's not technically, bro. It's not technically. He's not wrong, man. He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And everyone still knows the NBA is the best league in the world.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the MLB is the best baseball league in the world. Everyone knows the NHL is the best hockey league in the world.
Yep.
Or maybe Russia. I don't know. But that's why you have those the World Cups. Like you have they don't do it in hockey either, though, but they should do it, to be honest, in all the sports. I don't know why it's done for soccer, but eventually I think they're going to, because the American sports are starting to copy the American style of soccer. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Other teams, they are, or they're at least going to give it a try.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, he's not wrong, and it's not that big of a deal. Like, I don't even know why. The players, if they say what they're saying, it's not okay. We're not the world champions. It don't matter.
Yeah, it's not. It is not. It is you. Listen, you are the champions, man. You the champs, Super Bowl champs.
Yeah, the best league in the world.
NBA Finals champs. Like that world. That shit don't. If they took, listen, I guarantee you, when the finals came or the Super Bowl came, and whoever the winners is, which would be the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Lakers, when they get them shirts, it's not going, and it didn't say world on there, they're going to see NBA Finals champions. They're not going to look at that shirt and say, well, where the world at? Where's world? They're not. They're not. So it ain't that deep. It's not that deep. Moving on, right?
Yeah, it's not that.
Moving on.
I'm about to be at my gas station now, man, to get over to cross to the border.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here now.
So listen, I told y'all earlier in the show, my man Jordan, he had only a short time with us. He's traveling right now. So much love, my brother. Love you, man. Appreciate you for coming on. You feel me? You already know how we getting down.
Yeah, man. And I want to talk about the next topic too. What is the topic again?
Your boy, no. Your boy Ben Simmons. But you go ahead and cross the border. Yeah. Go ahead and cross the border, and you can go ahead and hear what the fuck I gotta say when you watch this shit on YouTube. You understand?
And then I'm gonna you. You know what? If you still talking, I might call in just to get my piece off.
Okay,
make sure you keep the line on, man.
That's fine. That's fine, because I'm about to go to it next. You understand? You make sure safe travels, bro. Safe travels.
All right.
For sure.
Respect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, moving on, we're going to continue, y'all. We're going to continue. Now, Ben Simmons. See, my man Jordan, I'm going to talk to you right now, Jordan, because I know you watching this and you're going to be watching it. Ben Simmons says he's 100% healthy. He's ready to go. And he also said that the version of himself right now, the version that he is of himself right now, he would kill his previous self. So the question that I have to you, everybody that's watching, and you, Jordan, what are you expecting out of Ben Simmons this season? So I'm going to tell you, Jordan, and everybody else, what I'm expecting. I'm expecting greatness. Let me put this down. Yeah, I'm expecting greatness out of Ben Simmons, because here's the thing. Jordan, you came out here on I forget which episode it was, but you came out here and defended Ben Simmons all the way to the end of a goddamn 10,000-foot cliff. You had your back to the goddamn cliff. You didn't know when you was going to fall, but you kept defending that motherfucker, going backwards. You understand? You kept defending. You hyped him up like he was that dude. Oh, he did this. He do that, and blah, 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 blah. And then you fed me with the motherfucking, oh, he lost his confidence. I'm just trying to figure out, when the fuck do you give somebody a fucking excuse for them losing their own confidence? What happened? He just woke up, the motherfucker, he woke up and they walked out his body or some shit? Huh? Or was it them fucking 18,000 plus fans booing his silly ass for not shooting a wide open fucking jumper? And you posting all these goddamn videos and shit, shooting threes, shooting mid-range jumpers, and all this other bullshit. Huh? When did you lose your confidence? Was it when Trae Young was behind your 6'10" ass and you had that wide open ass layups against the Hawk? Huh? Was it then? I don't know, but I'm not giving you no goddamn excuse for that shit. Understand this. The Brooklyn Nets made the playoffs last year. Let me get my shit up here. Hold on. The Brooklyn Nets made the playoffs last year. They lost to my Sixers in the first round. But that shouldn't be a problem no more. James Harden's gone. It's just Joel Embiid out there. That shouldn't be a problem no more. Because, hold on, they went to the playoffs last year as a number 6 seed. You understand? And that's when Mikal Bridges, who I love so fucking much, out of Philly, and a Villanova Wildcat. I'm still trying to figure out why my Philadelphia Sixers wanted to trade him, or didn't want to. They did trade him to the Phoenix Suns for Zaire Smith and a first-round pick. How the hell did that work out for us? We always doing some stupid shit. Mikal Bridges, 26-5. Nicholas Claxton, 13-9. Spencer Dinwiddie, 17-9. Dorian Finney-Smith, 3-D. Bring defense to the team. Gonna make it tough on their player. Play hard. Cam Johnson, 17-5. Royce O'Neal. Cam Thomas had a nice little year. Lonnie Walker, the fourth from the Lakers. He's battle tested. He came out in the playoffs and played well. Dennis Smith, Day'Ron Sharpe. And so, I mean, with the addition of Ben Simmons, all that shit you talking about him, Jordan, I mean, he should add at least 10 more wins. He should add at least 10 more wins in the top 2 or 3 seeds in the fucking Eastern Conference. And that's facts. And I mean, listen, I'm telling you, he say he's 100% healthy now. So what I'm saying is, hey, you should be playing night in and night out, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons should be playing night in and night out now that he's healthy. I don't want to hear nothing about no load management. You've been managing. We know you've been in management. You understand? We know that you know how to manage. So what I need you to see, my homeboy Juan, for those who watch the show, my homeboy Juan that been on here, we talked about boxing, and he was on the first episode with me. Me and him met when we worked at the bakery. We met back in 2019. When I met him, when I got to work, he was in management. He was in management, you feel me? And see, when shit was running around, machines breaking down up front and in the back, all these other supervisors and everybody else walking around and running around like a chicken with their head cut off. My nigga Juan, nah, he sit back, laid back, cooler than the other side of the pillow. Cooler than a motherfucking fan. Because you know why? He know what to do. He been in management for so long, he know what to do. He know what he got to do. Let's get this shit situated and take this shit under control, and let's keep rolling. Ben Simmons, that's what I need you to do, because my homeboy Jordan like to give you high praises. So I need you to show me the management skills paid off. Take those management skills, come out here on this team, and orchestrate shit. And because if shit go downhill, we need you to keep everybody cool. Because you've been managing for so long, you should know what the fuck you doing. You understand? And at the end of the day, Jordan, if he is what you say he is, I mean, I'm expecting at least a second-team All-NBA. Yeah, second-team All-NBA. And most definitely first-team All-Defense. That's what I'm expecting for you to, because what I will tell you is that Ben Simmons is a great defender on the perimeter and all of that. So what you've been 100%, you should be to come back and bring that same type of tenacity that Jordan says you has. And you got your confidence back, which Jordan said you lost. I don't fucking know how, but you should be to take that to Brooklyn, what they did last year, and get them to the top 2 or 3 seed. And on top of that, I'm not hung up on all-star votes, but I want you to make the all-star team. Not because your country or Australia voted for your ass either. I'm talking about make that motherfucker convincingly and be a starter as well. So listen, big season up for Ben Simmons. It's a big season. But, I mean, if Ben Simmons is what my homeboy Jordan says he is, this is nothing. This is nothing. This is just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's all I got to say about that. You understand? So, I mean, I want to see Ben Simmons doing great things this year. Great things. Period. So, moving on, right? I wanted to talk about, real quick, the U.S. men's national basketball team and the Canadians men's basketball team. Hey, this ain't no pushover. And the question is, who do you think will win that game? Because it looks like they're on a collision course to meet each other. The top players for Canada, that's SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. We know he's the best player on both teams. He's the best player on both teams. There's no question in that, no denying that. He's a first-team All-NBA player. He like that. He can ball. Dylan Brooks, I'm sure he got his confidence back. Houston Rockets signed him 4-year, $80 million. And understand, he plays tough defense overseas in FIBA. It's tough defense playing aloud. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be into it. We know how hype he get, and plus he still feels the same about the things he said about LeBron, type of shit like that, So Kelly Olynyk, RJ Barrett, Dwight Powell, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker, that's who's leading their team. They got a squad, man. They got a squad. It's not gonna be a pushover. I don't believe it's just gonna be a pushover. How like the '92 Dream Team was blowing everybody out by 50. The talent like that internationally was not what it is today by far. You understand? But it's not going to be pushover like that. I don't think they're even going to beat them by 20. Not even 15. I think it's going to be a close game. We got Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. I hope I pronounced your name right, bro. Jalen Brunson, Walker Kessler, Brandon Ingram, Austin AR-15 Reeves. You know what he doing. Brandon Ingram, Mikal Bridges, Jaren Jackson, Halliburton, Josh Hart, Bobby Portis, and Cam Johnson, man. So, got veteran players out there. Got a champion out there in Bobby Portis who battle tested. All of these guys has been to the playoffs and things, but with the exception of Banchero, you know what I'm saying, and Halliburton, whatever the case may be. But I think it's going to be a real good game when they do meet, because I don't see Canada losing before they get to USA. I just don't see it happening. You know what I mean? The talent is there, but at the end of the day, we going to pull it off. The U.S. men's national team going to pull it off. We deeper team. SGA, he is the best player on both teams. He is. But we have more better players than the Canadian national basketball team. And they're not going to beat the U.S. I would be surprised if they beat the U.S., especially the way Anthony Edwards is balling and AR-15, Austin Reeves. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I feel about that. So, moving on, right? Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's told the Milwaukee Bucks he will not resign if he feels they are not committed to winning the championship. And so the question that I have is, do you think that Giannis' numbers is Giannis' days are numbered in Milwaukee? Well, what I can say about that is this. Nobody knows that unless it's him. Unless it's him, he's the only one who knows in the back of his head. He's the only one who knows. But if I'm, I'm only going to take him at his word. So if Giannis say, I'm not re-signing, well, when the contract is up, it's either he's going to retire or he's going to go to another team. But here's what I want to know. Or if that does happen, what I want to hear, what I'm excited to hear, what I'm going to be excited to hear is how the fans and people in general don't treat Giannis. Because understand this, they was first in the East last year, 58-24 record. The only reason they didn't get past Miami was because Giannis got hurt. Y'all remember, if y'all watched the Miami Heat versus the Milwaukee Bucks series in this past season playoffs, man, he fell straight on the lower part of his back. I felt like that before. He wasn't coming back in a few days. They're going to be ready to play the rest of that series. He missed 2 games. It was over, man. He wasn't going to come back from that. That shit hurts, bro. Even with the around-the-clock treatment that he get, it wasn't enough. So he wasn't able to do it then. But he got a championship. He won a championship with this team, with the exception of Jay Crowder. Giannis, Jay Crowder, Pat Connaughton, Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton. He won a championship with them. Like I said, with the exception of Jay Crowder, championship team. So if he does leave, let's just say this team is still intact. Okay, I want to see what people are going to say about it, because y'all know when LeBron left his first time, he did not have a championship team around him at all. Anytime one man leaves and you go to the fucking lottery, he was carrying your whole entire franchise. And if you don't understand that, you just a hating ass nigga, or you just don't know sports at all. Period. They went to the lottery. Well, the Bucks ain't in the lottery right now. And they won't be as long as Giannis and these guys is there. Now, if they diminish and they start getting rid of players or whatever the case may be, or players don't re-sign, blah, 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 and it's looking like he's going to have to do some LeBron shit and just carry the whole fucking franchise, and okay, then cool. Then find somewhere else to go. But if you still got a championship roster around you, why leave? Why leave? I mean, that's all I'm saying. That's all. So, do I think his days is numbered? Yeah. Based off what he's saying, yeah. But the thing is, where you think he would go? Where do you think Giannis would go? And I would also be excited to see that too. To see what type of team he go to. So, I don't know. Y'all can give me, y'all can talk about that in the comments. Let me know. And once again, stop DMing me, man. Stop DMing me. So moving on, right? Before we get up out of here, I got something to say real quick. I'm a Madden player. I play Madden. Okay? And everybody talk about the Madden ratings when they come out and shit like that, the Madden ratings. Well, they don't ever talk about the game. The game sucks. It sucks. EA Sports, NFL Madden 24, it sucks. And I got Xbox X. I just got the Xbox X a few weeks ago. It sucks, man. And it was a few things that I was looking for in the game to be changed. Like, you know, when you get the ball in the backfield and they running real slow and then they speed up, they don't do that no more. I was, you know, when you get the handoff, when you run through the hole, they make the D linemen suck their body to you. Even if you 3 yards past them, they still gonna get their body sucked to you and make the tackle from behind. You know, they kind of cut down on that a little bit. I was looking for when they throw a bullet across the middle of the field, instead of it being a line drive and that linebacker just catching it just like this, it got some air on it. They got a little better with that, you know. But the movement, the hit sticking, what the fuck is this? What is this shit? That's the hit stick? And the juke moves. I created a player on purpose. After I seen how the movements was, I'm like, what the fuck? Let me create me a player. And I made him 99 everything. Just 99 all the way down. He can't even juke nobody. The juking is terrible. When they run in a straight line, it look like they fucking high stepping from the back. Like, can we not just have a perfect game? We spend our money on this shit every year, and y'all raising the price on the shit. And y'all don't do nothing but change the graphics in the fucking background on the main goddamn menu. And on top of that, the fucking franchise, the story shit, that shit whack. And y'all got the same commentary. How the fuck do I know everything that y'all about to say? Every time I know what you're about to say. It's like everybody watch Friday. We know Friday from front to back to front. I know EA Sports, Madden, commentary from front to back to front. You need to work on your tackling. That stupid ass shit. Y'all changed the dances on there because I got fucking tired of seeing this fucking shit for a first down. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Nobody. I got them little freaking dances y'all got on. That shit whack. The thing is, EA Sports ain't got no motherfucking competition. It's the same thing with 2K. I played 2K 3 times. I took it out. I'll be playing 2K 19 and 20. It's whack. It may look a little more real on the Xbox X, the next gen. That shit ain't hitting on nothing. It ain't hitting on nothing. Nothing at all. So I wish EA Sports, man, just come with the shit and just have a perfect game and keep it that way. Just keep it that way, man. We pay our money for this shit. $75. What was it? $69.99, 74 some change, $75. 75 for mediocrity? And y'all got this fucking deluxe edition shit? For what? What you got that for? It ain't deluxe. It's whack as fuck. If I was, Bill Belichick ain't on the game. If I was him, I wouldn't want to be on it. I wouldn't even want to be on the motherfucker. Whatever his reason is, I think he's part of the union shit, whatever. But I'm saying, looking at it, no, I don't want to be on that game. No. It is what it is, man. The NFL about to start next week. College starts this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to see what Coach Prime going to do with Colorado. Everybody know me know I'm an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. Roll Tide, you know what's going on. Shit. But I'm excited to see what Coach Prime going to do in Colorado. You got everybody praying on his downfall. Everybody going to be watching so they can give their fucking takes on the shit. I'm rooting for Coach Prime. I'm rooting for Coach Deion Primetime Sanders, the greatest cornerback alive ever to ever play. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for him to see what he do. So Coach Prime, I know you don't need no words from me, but I'm rooting for you, baby. I'm rooting for you in Colorado to go to the top, and raise these kids right from 17, 18, 19 years old until they get out your hands, man. I know you're gonna do what you're supposed to do, and I'm rooting for you. I ain't one of them ones that's he leveled it. Fuck that. Oh hell no. You deserve everything that's coming in a great way, in a real way. You understand? So that's it today, y'all. Thank you for listening, however you may be listening, whether that's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, man. We just wanted to talk a little shit to y'all today. Like I said, my man Jordan had to cut out. He'll hear this, and he going to want to come back on here and talk his shit, maybe I'll let him get it off. Maybe we'll do another episode and get it off. But football season coming up, y'all gonna see us a whole lot. And you know, basketball season's coming up, it's gonna overlap that. So y'all gonna see us a whole lot more. You know, so thank y'all for watching, and I'm gone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah.